Hello everyone, this is Hodora and welcome back to Gakuen Idol Master. If you don't know, today we got a huge, well, not huge, but a big update, which include a little bit of balance changing and a little bit of new card, but most importantly, we got a master mode for next idol audition on NIA scenario. And we're gonna talk about those today. We're not gonna go too deep into NIA. I'm gonna do that on a separate video after I understand the mode more clearly. But yeah, let's start from the less important one. Maybe not. As you can see here, I normally got 7 new cards which unlock depend on your T level 17, 18, 22, 24 up until 47. All of these skills are good. They are good and they're divided into two types. The one for the full power archetype and the other one for red buff archetype. So should I go through all this? Well, maybe since we are here. The first one, this one is for the full power archetype. When you use this card, you gain two power stack and gain a passive that after this, every time you use a skill card that have attack, this tag, right, the tag that give full power, you're gonna gain plus 1 more. Pretty good for just try to get as many power stack as possible. For this one, kinda similar to the one above. When you use this card, you're gonna change into red buff, and you gain passive that after this, every time you use a skill card that have red buff tag in them, every skill card in your deck will get plus 3 parameter. This stack, by the way, so if you use like 5, you're gonna get 15 for every skill card. Quite nice for scaling. Next one, this one is for both, I guess. So after you use this card, all of your active skill card will gain 16 parameter and increase their cost by 1. And next turn, you're gonna draw 2 more cards, so you can have 5 card hand next turn. Next one, this one, another group, but this one is for mental skill card. When you use this card, all mental skill card will get plus 6 shield for free and increase their cost by 1. After you use this skill card, you have 1 extra card usage and you will also draw 1 skill card. This include in this turn, it's not like the previous one that gonna draw on next turn. Next one, this one, it's called, okay, this one is kinda complicated. So it's called 2 power stack. And after you use this card, it will go into reserve slot instantly. And if you are not in full power mode, you gonna get 1 plus card users. But if you are in full power mode, you gonna gain plus 10 parameter. And this scale with full power buff by 100%. And is triggered twice. So if you're in full power, you don't get plus 1 card usage. If you're not in full power, you get plus 1. That's all. And the last one is the grow part. This card will grow every time you put this card into a reserve. The cost of this card will increase by 1. And when you are in full power mode, you get skill card parameter by 5. And this can trigger up to 4 times. So ultimately at the end, you're gonna get like cost 6 power to use this card, which is not good anymore. So you need to be aware and pay attention when to use this card, if it's worth using right now or not, something like that. But it's quite strong in terms of parameter gain. Next is this one. Okay, If you are in red buff, you're gonna go into blue buff, and it's gonna give all red buff in your deck plus 45 parameter and increase their card by 7. This is just one time. When you pop this, all of your red buff will do a shit ton of damage, not damage, parameter, but it's gonna cause shit ton of stamina too. So you need to be mindful of using this too. These two cards is the card that have some detrimental when you don't know what you're doing. And the last one, this one is simple. When you use this card, you can also use this card when you have power stack at 5 or higher. You're gonna gain 5 more power stack, and next turn, all of the cards in your hand will get plus 8 parameter. So basically, after you use this card, next turn you're gonna get into full power for sure. That's all for the new card for Anomaly. Now we have 2 buffs for the card. One for Logic card, another one for Sense. Let me show you the actual card because you don't see the image. Maybe you don't know what these cards are. I think it's a rainbow. I cannot do that. Anyway, let's go down. For the Logic, let's see which one are we gonna see first. Yeah, this one. Logic, they buff this card. Before this, it doesn't have this one, right? It's gonna cost 3 motivation, give you 7 impression and 1 card uses, and draw a card if you upgrade it. Now it have one more line. If your impression is 10 or higher when you use this, all of your impression gain will be increased by 50% for 5 turns. Really amazing, right? Basically, if you have 10, at the end of your turn, you're gonna gain 15. If you have 100, you're gonna gain 150. Very strong. And this should be a must-have in every impression deck right now. And for the Sense Idol is this one. Before this, we only have the first 3, right? You can use this card when you're in good condition, and you're gonna gain perfect con for 4 turns. And next turn, you're gonna gain parameter for 47. But now you get another line that say that 2 turns from this, so the turn after this one, you're gonna get 21 parameter. But this parameter will have the effect from good condition by 2 times. This includes the perfect con, so it's gonna be quite huge for this one. It's still not that good in my opinion for Sense. Sense can just use like what, entertainment and looping a lot, then that should be fine for Sense already. That is for our first change. Second change is evolve around drink and skill card that gain or have condition about the buff stack, right? I'm not sure the previous number. I think some of these are +2, but now they change everything to +3. I don't know what they change about these two. Maybe they reduce, I'm not sure. And this one go to blue buff tier 2. They increase the number of this, maybe. I'm not sure about this one. But for this item, they change the condition and increase the stat a little bit. All of these changes are really minuscule. It shouldn't affect your playstyle at all. So you can just ignore this. Just ignore this. And lastly, tiny small thing. For NIA Master Mode, you're gonna get access to the leaderboard that is exclusive to Master. For example, you go in here, if you click in here in ranking, right, there will be no Master ranking. Because if I have one, I should see it by now. Let's see. I played in Hero before. Oh, it's also contribute in here. I didn't know that. But there is separate ranking for this one. If you go in here, every idol will have, if you unlock them, it will show in here. If you don't unlock them, it will not show here. For example, Hero right now I at rank 2000. I need to do a better job But what are these ranking do? Well, for the duration of now until 25 of June, what ranking you will get? You will get the ribbon that represent your ranking, right? So there is ribbon for top 10, top 100, top 1000, top 10,000 for every idol. I assume this ribbon will be used in your business card, this one, right? You can decorate this one with ribbon, I guess. So that is nice if you want. I don't think there is any actual reward other than cosmetics, so that's fine if you don't want to grind and put your rank higher. Alright, that is all for the small thing. Let's talk about the big one, master mode, right? First thing first, the only condition to unlock master mode is you need to get Bond 20 for that specific idol. And by Bond 20, that means you need to beat NIA before you can go into master. And as you can see, we don't have NIA for Mitsusu yet, so there is no master for her, sadly. Let's remove this and let's go to whatever. Okay, maybe Kosone. And unlike in in Hachime Master, right? In Hachime Master, you need to do certain things to unlock the slot, right? Active slot 1, 2, and 3. And you can see here there is different condition. In NIA scenario, there only one condition to unlock this, which is just get to Bond 20, and it's gonna unlock everything right away. So you can play with 3 items right away. So this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about today, which is the item for each slot, right? Because if you can't read, you might not understand what they want you to do in master mode. Basically, in this mode, how you gain a lot of benefits depend on what item you choose, because each item have different condition, right? And I will not talk about this low tier. I'm gonna talk about these 3 for the slot 1. These 3 will trigger when you go into a job event, right? If you don't know what that is, it's a event that give you a lot of fan point, the one with purple icon that you can choose. Either you want to go to get the P coin or the drink or the upgrade version of the card. These 3 represent each condition because everything else is the same. If you don't know what this represent, you can just click on the text. It will show you this one, right? This name of the event. This is the event that gives you pre-drink. So this one is for drink. This one is for the upgrade of version of the skill card, so you know which one this is. And the last one is for P coin. This one is the one that gives you money. So when you go into one of these 3, depend on which item you choose, this item gonna trigger and it's gonna remove one of your basic skill card, and it will give you a choice to choose the skill card that have, for this time it's impression. It depends on your archetype. This coordinate is the main impression, so it's gonna get impression. If we go to like Temari, since her archetype is concentration, you're gonna get skill card with concentration tag in this. And this can be triggered up to 3 times. So when you go do this 3 times, you're gonna remove 3 basic cards and get 3 more skill cards. That is for slot 1. For slot 2, same thing. We have these 3 for the low tier and these 3 for the high tier. The difference is that these 3 will give you plus 10 level score and increase your fan gain by 15%. And these 3 will have either benefit from get more coin or recover your stamina, but gain less fan in total. The trigger is the same. Now The first one is only for the job event, right? This one is for other event. We have 3 times still. For example, this one is for the gift event, the one where you go in and you get coin, you get drink, you get card, right? This one is for that. This one is for consulting event, which you go in to buy stuff from Asari. And this one is for hangout event, Odokage. Odokage. Anyway, hangout event. So for whatever item you choose, and if you trigger them by going to that specific event, what happened is basically the same from this one. It's gonna randomly delete one of your basic skill card, and it's gonna give you a skill card of your archetype. Can trigger T time too. So both these basically trigger 6 times. And that basically all of your... No, not all. We have 7 basic skill cards. You're gonna get removed by 6, so you can have 1 left. So either if you play with combat mode, you don't have to care because combat mode will change one of your basic into that specific signature skill. But if you play as an idol, if you want to remove, you need to go visit the shop or use the hangout event to remove that card, or use the card that change your basic card to something else. Anyway, that is how you remove all your basic card. In this mode, it's really easy to remove all your basic card. And for the third slot, this time there are only 2 things. Basically, when you go into audition, this condition will depend on your type, right? For Sen, you need to have deck that have 22 size or higher. And at the start of your audition, you're gonna gain either 9 stack of good condition or 9 stack of concentration. Let's go look at, for example, logic. Logic condition is the same, 22 and 9 stack for everything. How about anomaly? Anomaly also 22, and it's gonna increase the skill card that have each tag by 18. Can trigger twice, so on either first or second audition or second or third, depend on your deck, right? What about all of these things? Well, you shouldn't choose any of these because it have a lot less fan bonus compared to the last one, right? And that is all right now. Just a tiny bit basic about master mode in NIA scenario. And before we end, I remember one moment. Let me see if I can get this one. There is actually a note from Eon Sama, the hardcore player from JP. So I'm gonna go through that with you guys now too. It's gonna be in Japanese, so I will use Twitter translation function, and let's see. They need to remove this. Alright. So yeah, I think he played only today alone. That he played like 7 hours straight of master mode. So this is the note he take. Number 1, the step or the produce strategy is still the same from the normal NIA scenario. Nothing changed, which is mostly just hangout bonus and hangout event. And for the basic deletion, I talked about this before, right? If you play CM character, you don't need to delete anything. But if you play non-CM, CM mean combat mode, you need to at least have one other option to remove a card so that you can remove all basic. And next one, note number 2, there is a decay or the soft cap in the final score of the final audition. So the first soft cap is at 260,000. Second soft cap is at 650. So he advised you to aim for 650 if you could. The third one you don't have to worry is a million. We don't get there anytime soon. And that is for the score at your final you should aim for. At least you should get 260, but ideally 600,000. Third point is how your memory will get evaluated or rating for the SS or triple S or whatever. So at the start of your run, you're gonna get a P item which will give you 3,000 fan vote for 2 cards. Every 2 cards you're gonna get 3,000 fan. And 3,000 fan equal 90 point in your evaluation or in your rating. So that is one way to increase your rating. The other thing that increase your rating a lot is the the final score in the finale, in your final audition. He found that for fan point to increase by 1,050 in 500, you need 55,000 points. This holds true until you reach 650, and this number is higher if you are below 260,000. This gonna scale harder. So if you can get this much, you gonna get what divide by 55 and multiply by, that is a lot of score already, right? 17,000. Really? Well, anyway, that is another point. I'm not sure yet. I need to play it myself to get a real feeling. And the last point is talking about, since you gain 90 rating every 2 cards, right? So should we make our deck really big to gain a lot of rating from this P item? The answer in general is no, you should not do that unless you understand what you are doing and your deck can reach 650,000 points in the final. If you can't reach this number yet, there is no point in increase your deck by inflating your deck with more cards, because this final score scale harder than this one. And that is all for today. Well, I'm gonna stream after it and try to understand or learn more about Master. So if you're interested, you can catch me there. Otherwise, have fun playing video games. Good luck with your gacha. See you again next time. By next time, maybe in couple of weeks, not days, because I'm gonna do a video for Master Mode anyway. For now, bye bye.